It's the final round of the Under-21s Women's Six Nations Series as Wales and Ireland go head-to-head at the Centre for Sporting Excellence. Both sides come into this one knowing that a victory will secure a best ever finish at age grade level, with Ireland still in the hunt to finish top of the overall standings. The visitors come into this one off the back of a famous victory over England last weekend, whilst Wales return to home comforts following a pulsating comeback victory over Italy. Last night, it was Ireland's senior side who got the better of their opponents in Belfast. Will Wales's next generation be able to turn the tide today? Both sides are able to call upon several full internationals this afternoon. Will it be one of them who makes the difference, or will it be a newer name who shows that they are ready to make the step up to senior international rugby? Good afternoon and welcome to Wales. It's the final round of the Women's Under-21s Six Nations Series, and I'm delighted to say that joining me today is former Wales international all-round legend Philippa Tuttiett. Philippa, great to have you with us. Both sides coming into this today, really good form and momentum after last weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ireland with that momentous win. I mean, they've scored 16 tries in 2 rounds of rugby. I mean, that's insane. But to get that win over England was really huge. And then for Wales to have that real tussle but come out, just with a win after a bit of a difficult loss to France in the first round. I think they've been on a really good journey of progression as well. We've
seen plenty of faces coming into and out of these squads for all 6 countries that have been in those senior Six Nations groups as well. As a development competition, this is showing that the future is so bright.
Oh, it's so bright, and this competition itself is just so important for getting real test match experience, and not just on the field, but it's everything around it as well. The build-up, managing nerves, managing frustrations, all of those blend into this. And it's great for someone like Jenna Davira from a Welsh perspective, in with the seniors, but can then come back to this and still continue getting game time, which is crucial for our young athletes.
Speaking of getting game time, the Celtic Challenge has been crucial for both of these countries this year. 40-odd players that are on show today have played in that tournament. The Ireland have had the dominance, but Wales managed to get 2 sides into the semi-finals. It's been a great proving ground there as well for people getting regular minutes that they might not get in the PWR or in other domestic competitions.
Yeah, and for this age, but also for the seniors as well. So many more of our senior Welsh players have been playing in that. So you've got young players learning from the more experienced players as well. So they're getting quality rugby. They're getting a real variety of rugby travelling around Scotland and Ireland. But they're also then having these huge players just casually walking in and helping them with their training as well. So all round Celtic Challenge, fantastic. And I just hope it keeps growing in strength and strength.
We certainly do, and 2 people that will continue to hope that keeps growing are our coaches today, Lisa Burgess and Niamh Briggs, and I caught up with both of them a little bit earlier on. Lisa, a hugely impressive comeback victory over Italy last weekend. How important is it to carry that momentum into today?
Yeah, I mean, the girls showed a fantastic resilience last weekend to really stick in and get that win. And it was in credit to them all. They really put the work in over the training, and, to go out to Italy and get that win was exceptional. So we just want to build on that now, and take it into this game, which is promising to be a really exciting game.
Certainly is. The headline inclusion in your team is Jenna Davira this week, fresh off of making her senior debut a few weeks ago. How much are you seeing that pathway here in Wales starting to come into full effect now, from 18s to 21s into that senior environment?
It's just been phenomenal, really. The growth over the last, and it has been just 5 years, has been phenomenal. The work of the PDCs, our colleges, schools, everybody working really hard to get those girls up, and you can see that in the pathway now. The number of players, that are playing in senior rugby, Bramwell Metcalf, Georgia Iona to main a couple. Georgia yesterday made a name as one of the players of the match. It's just phenomenal to see that growth and development happening within Wales over these years.
There's a chance for you today to go 2 from 3. That's not happened at under-20s or under-21s level before. How much of a motivation is that for your side?
It's huge. The girls are really excited to come here to Westremark and, our home ground, if you like, and we're really excited to take it to Ireland today. We know Ireland are a very good team. They've shown that. They beat England last week. We beat Italy. So, it's all to play for today.
And just a final one, that Italy performance, it was a great comeback victory, but set piece was so much improved from that France game. Seeing real progress there. You've got 3 new front rowers in today. What are you expecting to see from them?
Same. much of the same. You know, we're determined and we're making that a real strength of our game. So we know Ireland are good. They're well drilled. Same, you know, on our girls, we need to take it to them today. So they're really excited, looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Well, Lisa, best of luck.
Thank you.
Niamh, you made history last week. You've got an opportunity to do that again today by going 3 from 3 for the first time ever at age grade level. What have been the key messages in the group?
Yeah, look, obviously it was a great week last week, but for us it's definitely much a new week, new challenge. It's a very good Welsh side, very well coached. Similar to our girls, they've had a lot of girls playing Celtic Challenge, so they have that little bit of experience at the next level. And yeah, obviously our discipline has been a big talking point for this week, but yeah, we're very excited to get going.
Speaking of that challenge from Wales, what are you expecting from them today on their home turf?
Yeah, look, obviously it's a home game for them, so they'll have that emotional pull, and think they've got some very good ball carriers, especially up front. Very good 9 and 10 that definitely admired from afar during the Celtic Challenge. So we've got a really good back three as well, so good threats across the park. And for us, we've got to be very much on our game in terms of probably our defensive shape and making sure that we stay on the right side of the ref, and probably just back ourselves into that space as well. So we've had a good few days now in terms of being together in camp since Thursday, and we're just really excited to get going.
Speaking of backing yourself, you've got an unchanged back row again, third game in a row. They've been backing themselves in both games so far. How impressed have you been with how they've performed as a trio and what they've brought to this Irish side? Yeah,
massively. Look, I think for Jemima and Ailish, they're part of the senior squad as well, so they bring a lot of leadership for us. And last week when we challenged them to really, you know, probably put their stamp on the game, I thought they were unbelievable in the second half especially. Sally's a very young player, very attritional and abrasive, and she fits into that mould, and they really complement each other very well. So, but they're put on a platform from the front five, and I think our front five have been really, really good throughout this tournament. So yeah, look, we definitely need another big performance from them today.
Well, brilliant. Niamh, best of luck. We can't wait to see.
Thank you very much. Thanks for being.
Wonderful to hear the thoughts there then from Lisa Burgess and Niamh Briggs, two legends of the game, now doing some wonderful things with the pathway programmes in their respective countries. Plenty of entertainment to come here. And, well, Philippa, we've seen a few slightly tired looking senior Welsh internationals that have come down to show their support for their under-21s as well.
Yeah, we absolutely have. Just seen Ciara Bevan there and Kelsey Jones. Fantastic for them to come down and support the next generation, maybe to scope out who's coming for their jersey. But no, in all seriousness, it's really good for the families and fans here to see those girls turning up and supporting the next generation.
It really is, and there's the fixtures on screen for you. The final round of this Under-21 Six Nations series. You can see there that was a 1 o'clock kickoff at the Hive. Italy 24-0 up against Scotland. Wales-Ireland, that's our game here at 2 o'clock, and then England taking on France at 3 p.m. That French side so dominant at age grade level, but Ireland with a chance to match them today. And if the Ireland do manage to get that bonus point win, or a win as it stands, put the pressure on France to have to get the full 5 points against England.
Yeah, isn't it brilliant to have that much competition at this age, and it being relatively unpredictable, games going down to the wire. It's fantastic preparation for these young players.
Certainly is, and there's some of the fans in. You can see the crowd is filling up nicely here in the main grandstand. Plenty of action to come, and the team's nearly ready to make their way out of the tunnel. And Philippa, we were saying off air, weren't we? And then we were chatting to Niamh, we were chatting to Lisa pre-match. It's this whole experience of the nerves, the prep before an international, having media, having broadcast, having fans cheer your name out. There's so much to learn and develop.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just about what you do on that field, it's everything leading up to it as well. And this competition is such a high standard. It really is a fantastic opportunity for these young players. You never get used to being an international, you never get used to wearing that jersey, but just something you can become a little bit more confident with.
There's the Ireland team, led out by the skipper Lucia Lynn, player of the match against England last weekend, and looking to lead her side to 3 from 3 for the first time at age grade level. And as they line up, we await the arrival of our hosts. Here they come then, led out by Gwen and Hopkins. Huge roar goes up from the main grandstand as they make their way out. And before we take you through the teams, first of all we will hear the national anthems of Ireland and Wales. And here you can see what it means to both teams, to all 46 players. And here are the teams this afternoon, starting with this Wales side. There's 5 changes to the starting 15 that beat Italy last weekend. Wholesale changes in the front row. Crystal James, Molly Wakely and Elizabeth Cook coming in to the side. And then 2 further changes in the back line. Jenna De Vera coming in at 12 and Mabley Evans coming in at 14 for Amy Bush, her first appearance of this Under-21s Six Nations series. And here's Ireland's starting 15, a first appearance of the competition for Emma Duncan at hooker, as Sarah Delaney swaps to the bench this week. Ellie O'Sullivan-Sexton was fullback for that victory over England. She moves back to fly half with Tenny Onigbodi coming in at fullback. Otherwise, Ireland are unchanged.
Captain.
And here is our referee today, Joanna Viljoen from South Africa. She'll be assisted by Jack Davies and Paddy Bateman. Finley Brown is our man in the TMO box today, and we're underway. Taken on that far side by Roisin Marr. 2 tries in as many games for the tight head. That one just goes behind Lynn. But it's tidied up by Kelly. And Ireland comfortable and happy going down the tight so far, setting themselves up for the kick. That one is sent back, but O'Sullivan Sexton has seen a little bit of space on this side, fizzes it across. Ireland continuing to build. It's a good tackle in the end on Murphy. But Ireland have made good ground. Kelly to her fly half, and Marr getting herself into the middle of things, and Lynn has seen a bit of a gap. Kelly has looked lively in this opening minute. Onigbodi fizzes the ball on, and Corrigan breaks away, chips in behind, and that's a pretty clear penalty there for our referee to give. But a good start from Ireland, Philippa, and we can see already, same as we saw against England, they want to get the ball wide as quickly as they can.
Yeah, they certainly do, don't they? Deep within their 22, but they could just see that the Welsh winger had dropped on the right-hand side, so ambitious play to get it out, try and test the edges, get the ball into the winger's hands. They made some really decent ground, and look, from that ambition, they've gone from their 22 to the Welsh 22.
Decent nudge into touch, a first line out of the game. Irish line-out has been really strong in this tournament, 96% across the opening two games. Duncan goes to the front, picked up by Kelly, and now they start to drive forwards. Penalty advantage coming Ireland's way. Lynn gets the ball on. There's a big drive and surge forward. Hopkins gets her hands on that ball.
That's fine.
Turnover's good, but Ireland did have that advantage. We'll come back again. Oh, and O'Sullivan Sexton thought about the quick one for a second there. She's going to be content just to... Well, I was going to say be content to cannon that one into touch, but slightly sliced off the boot. It's gone dead, and that's going to be one of those... Well, I say, has it gone dead? No, the referee...
Gianna,
yes, it has. Yeah, it has gone dead.
In touch.
And it's going to be a scrum for Wales. There's a little bit of a let-off there for the Welsh here, and an opportunity now to put pressure on at scrum time.
Yeah, absolutely. Ireland were gaining some really good momentum there with their carries. They weren't even putting many bodies to it, but they were going forward. We've had a change here again.
Well, a bit of indecision, and Wales eventually decide they want the dropout, cannon that one long, and why not when you've got a boot like that? That is an excellent clearance, an excellent speed of thought there from the Welsh.
Yeah, really good execution on that kick as well. It was a low driving kick. She didn't put it up high. That would have given the opportunity for Ireland to get back and try and field it. A low drive like that, you're never going to be able to chase back.
Numbers, please.
Instructions being passed over to Duncan. Front ball again.
That's fine.
And good competition. O'Sullivan Sexton fizzes that one on to Adams Verling. Part of that back row trio for Ireland that have been so imperious in this tournament. That one is flung wide to Foley. High tackle comes in on her from Evans. And that one cannons forwards, come back for the penalty. And again, Ireland looking to go wide really early. We can have a look at the replay here. It was a high shot from Evans, but again, O'Sullivan Sexton fizzing that ball beautifully.
Yeah, she's trying to get the wrap on the ball and the player, isn't she? But it is too high.
Maybe.
Sorry, Ireland just looking so comfortable at moving that ball, and you're seeing that every time they go to the wider edge, they're following it up with the back row players. So they're looking for that first straight hit carry. And in fairness, if it had gone to Ailish Quinn, then she would have made some really good ground, but unfortunately coming off her knee.
Ireland did have the penalty though. Ooh, it's gone backwards first time, not second time. It wasn't clean in transition down to Eva Kelly, and Wales are going to get the scrum. Well, we had a moment, didn't we, with that potential scrum that became the quickly taken dropout after Ireland had kicked it dead, but we do now finally have an opportunity to see what both packs can do. Ireland's scrum has been at 80% in this tournament, Wales at 77%. They really struggled against France, but they were really strong against Italy last week, and it's an area they think they can get the upper hand today.
Yeah, I think every team struggled against France. They were really quite impressive, weren't they? But this should be a good contest, a good battle.
You can see there, pretty even from both sides. De Vera with a first touch. That one has gone in behind. It's the inside centre. Has to track back and tidy up. The turnover was good from Ireland, but it was a knock-on. And now, here come Wales. Williams carrying hard, fighting to stay in. And somehow, just about, she's managed to keep those toes in field, but the pass isn't crisp. It goes off of a Welsh foot. And Ireland with Murphy put the head down, carry up to that 10-metre line. Marr with the tip on. Quinn tidies up. Well, that one wasn't expected. And somehow, luckily for Ireland, it's ended up back in their hands. De Vera, oh, that one. She's caught a bit of a strained knee there from Foley as she's ended up going for the ball. There is a knock-on. It's going to be a Welsh scrum. But Jenna De Vera putting her head where it hurts there to make sure her side can hold on to possession. Slightly helter-skelter few minutes.
Yeah, slightly helter-skelter. Everyone just wanted to kick it, didn't they? There's a time and a place, don't get me wrong, when it's quick transition or quick turnover ball. Quite often the opposition won't have players set in the backfield, so there is usually an opportunity to kick through. However, when you're not organised, when your team is all over the place as well, that's actually the time where you just tuck it up your jumper and set a platform, set a ruck, let everyone get into an attacking shape.
Let's go.
And we've seen a couple of times with that attacking shape, haven't we, from both sides so far. Just that second pass in that 12-13 channel, just going in behind a little bit, not quite on the same wavelength yet. The front rows are back up on their feet. Jemima Adams-Verling is up on her feet, and on that far side, Casey Corrigan is now finally on her feet as the physios make their way off.
Pass back on.
Time is back on. A little bit of strapping required on that far side for Lily Terry. And Lucy Isaac joins her.
Touch.
Early engage, free kick for Ireland. And O'Sullivan Sexton. Well, she thought about sending that one up for a long bomb. They are going to tap and go now with Marr with a big carry on the ball. Hopkins gets her to ground. O'Sullivan Sexton into midfield. And Ailish Quinn. Lynn. Speed of ball from Ireland has been good so far.
No hands, 15, your feet.
Wales slowing the ball. And then that pass cannons forward off of the chest. And again, we'll come back for a Welsh scrum. Time off with a Welsh player down in the midfield. There have been some big old collisions in these first few minutes.
There really has, but not only big collisions, players absolutely putting their bodies where not many people would. A really brave contest out there.
Yeah, Jana, it's no foul play. It's just the two players have come together, okay?
Thank you.
You can hear our TMO and our referee speaking there, just checking that there wasn't any foul play, confirming that is just an unfortunate coming together in midfield. And the physios and the medics are going to take all of the time that they need here. When it comes to head and it comes to neck, you need to make sure that the players are okay, as you can see those replays. Philippa, looking at these two huddles, Ireland are probably going to be slightly frustrated with their efficiency with ball in hand. Wales defensively have been really solid so far, but they've not really started fizzing with ball in hand. What are going to be those messages that Lucia, Lynn, Gwen and Hopkins are going to be telling their troops?
I think from a Welsh perspective, because Ireland are forcing it a little bit too much at the moment, I would actually be saying just keep doing what we're doing, stay connected, stay steady in defence. We haven't got to blitz this, we haven't got to rush this, just stay connected because Ireland are getting frustrated. And from an Irish point of view, I'd be looking at ambition is great, we've started this with great intensity, but let's keep some of those basics, let's just keep hold of that ball. We haven't got to score from our 22, we haven't got to score on first phase, because when they do keep the ball in hand, they are making really good ground with it.
Been interesting watching it. One of the features of that victory over England for Ireland last weekend was the amount of kicks into the backfield that we saw, whether that was coming from 10, whether that was coming from 15. Not really seen many kicks so far today. They've obviously changed up that tactic a little bit, but I wonder if perhaps it might be worth starting to put a few of those kicks into the backfield, test out Amy Williams and force her to counter.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they've got that in their back pocket. You tend to look at sort of quarter segments throughout the game, and it might be different sort of game plans for each one or different styles. They're testing and trialling right now. They've both started with a certain game plan. They're going to see how that pans out, and then in the next quarter you might see adjustments.
Treatment still continuing. Really good to see the Welsh player down, who is at least now sitting up. The medics again making sure. Looks like it's shoulder more than anything that's being tested out down there. Referee making sure they have all the time they need. That Welsh front row really interesting this week. They've changed it around completely. Crystal James, Molly Wakely, Elizabeth Cook, all on the bench last week, all coming in to start this week. They made a really good impact in that second half against Italy, and they're going to want to try and carry that forward now. As you can see, Elizabeth Cook getting back up to her feet. She's not going to want to go off.
Absolutely not. She's got a point to prove. It's those really interesting players come off the bench. It's almost like not a shot to nothing, but it's free play for you. It's a free hit to just show what you can do. When you start the game, that's when the pressure really is on. That's when you've got to start from the whistle.
Well, Cook is back up and on her feet. This is going to be a test of that shoulder, a scrum to get things back underway. Central position for Wales, plenty of space towards the main grandstand for them to work with. De Vera sweeps it out the back, and now Williams. Oh, that one a little bit in front of Evans, but she's tidied it up nicely. Foley pulls her to ground, but Murphy comes through on Jones, puts the pressure on. Marshall's had to step in. And Cook, there's a bit of a welcoming committee there for the tight head prop, and Jones eventually puts boot to ball. Really good nudge, bouncing into touch, times that to perfection.
Absolutely spot on with that kick. Not only is it a fantastic attacking kick, it also relieved the pressure. That Irish defence was giving them a lot of heat, a lot of pressure on Sian herself, but that was executed brilliantly.
That's the awareness you want from your 9, isn't it? Knowing you're not really getting there in attack, but seeing that space. And it's not quite a 50-22, they were inside the Irish half, but a chance to put some pressure on at line-out time. And they've done just that. Not straight from Ireland, and a gilt-edged opportunity here for Wales. Their first real attacking red zone opportunity of this contest.
Line out.
You hear the referee asking scrum or line out. Line out is what they have asked for. Number of rolling maul tries against the Italians last weekend, so they're fancying another opportunity here. 4, in fact. 4 of their 5 tries last weekend came from this maul, and now they set and surge again. Ireland disrupt it well first time round, but now the forwards start to motor forwards. Just short. Penalty advantage coming as Ireland collapse that maul. And Jones thinking about the tap and go. Just going to get the ball back into the hands of Marshall and set up another attacking line out here.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you see exactly the same thing. Ireland have given the referee a bit of a negative picture there. So Wales are going to want to produce the same sort of thing, and if infringement occurs, it could lead to a card.
Wonderful take, having to leap through the skies there. But now Ireland surge full. Ireland surge. Wales move forwards. Wakely, centimetres away. Pick and go game time now for Wales. Another penalty advantage coming. Referee having a very close look. There's knees and arms, and the ball has been rolled forward onto the line. The referee telling them
Offside.
that nothing is coming there, and we'll come back for that offside penalty. Wales trying the cheeky one there, trying to just illegally roll that forwards. But the referee is now going to have the TMO. Just have a look at something there and just see.
Jana, just slow this down slightly. Yeah.
The referee is happy to play on, even though the TMO came in. Wales content to drive forward themselves. That was Pearce with a big carry. And the ball is flung wide over the top beautifully to Amy Williams. Wales strike first in this contest. Wonderful try, wonderful fizzing pass from Hannah Marshall. Well, the TMO was keen to have a look to see if that had legally been scored. Wales take matters into their own hands and finish it anyway.
They do, and with 2 players spare, they worked really well to create that overlap. And like you say, beautiful finish. Pass from the fly half. Here's where the carry comes. The fold is slow there from Ireland. And they actually had, you'll see on the outside edge, yes, the 15 takes it, but there was one other player. There's a winger outside, look there as well. So creating a 2-person overlap. Great work.
Tough first kick of the contest for Hannah Marshall. Really solid off the tee last week. That's a decent strike, but it is going to drift just to the left of the uprights. 5-0 to Wales. But after all of the Irish dominance in terms of territory and possession, Wales strike first and take us back a couple of minutes. It all comes from that Sian Jones kick.
Yeah, absolutely. People say there's too much kicking in rugby, but that was a really good example of why there is kicking in rugby. It can get you into the fantastic position, it can apply pressure, and it can create attacking opportunities.
That one's controlled with the foot, and then there's a high shot that comes in on Evans from Kelly.
Number 6. High tackle.
Ball is knocked on. But this is going to be an easy get out for Wales. This is one of the features that Niamh Briggs was saying to us pre-match. She wants the side to cut out those silly penalties, 17 of them against England, 3 yellow cards. If they are going to win this game today, they're going to need to get that discipline better, because we're starting to see those penalties creep in again. Good nudge from Marshall. Wakely down below us. Throws this one in. Marr, though, able to tidy up for Ireland. Lost in the air. Kelly gets the ball on. Tip on. In midfield to Ella Burns. And here's Ailish Quinn on the ball.
Release 1.
Ireland continuing to make metres. O'Sullivan Sexton out to Foley, switching wings. Wonderful ball to Arnie Bodie. He races up into that 22. Great tackle coming in on that far side from Evans. Composure needed now in the 22 from Ireland. O'Sullivan Sexton. Dunnican holds on to it. Corrigan checks inside and goes herself. Murphy. O'Sullivan Sexton fizzes it to Foley. Gets it inside. Arnie Bodie. 5 metres out now, Ireland. Burns, the next to have a go. Under pressure though from Wales. A little bit scrappy and messy, but Ireland have got hold of the ball again. Burns is going to go again. Penalty advantage coming.
Hold the line. Once offside.
Ireland still going.
Offside.
No advantage coming. Held up, and we'll come back for that Irish penalty. They're going to tap and go. 2 penalties to choose from. You can hear our referee confirming. They want the one slightly more infield. And they get the ball to Mark, who surges forwards, looks to reach out and get the ball down. Not quite able to. Burns wants someone to latch onto her, drives forwards, gets it down. Ireland are level in this contest. Ella Burns with the try. And Ireland strike back almost instantly.
Number 12, captain.
Patient build-up in the tight game, wasn't it? But some of those breaks on the outside edge, Ireland showing some real pace in their back three. That's what got them into the position. Infringement from Wales unfortunately meant that Ireland could go again. And in those close quarters, they latched on so well. Just that bit of patience, look, making sure she was organised, making sure she had a player with her to get that full surge forward.
All clear, Gianna.
Wonderful finish from Ella Burns. And O'Sullivan Sexton dinks that one over the post, and Ireland 7-5 ahead. You might have heard there in shot our referee just having a word with Ireland's captain Lucia Lynn about the amount of chat that's been coming from that Irish side around the breakdown. See a replay of that try here. Great power from Burns. Quinn carrying hard into James. Good tackle from the loose head, but now Ireland get the offloading game going. On Igbodi, that one doesn't quite connect. Adams Verling then loses that control on the floor. Again, the adventure, the endeavour from Ireland, and you can see if those passes stick, Wales are going to be in danger.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of their passing is quite ambitious. There's lots of decoy runners. There's lots of runners in behind. You know, if it could stick, it's really good, especially for this sort of level, age grade rugby, to have those sort of patterns of play. But there is a lot going on at the moment. And just wonder maybe when you're trying to get out your 22, do you need to have that much movement? I'm not quite sure.
Jones put into the scrum. Ireland trying to get the shove on. But the ball is away. De Vera. Jones on the wraparound. That one fizzed wide. Beautifully flat out to Webster. James in midfield. Wales happy to go down that blind side. Big carry from Isaac up towards the 22. Does well to stay in. And James again drops the shoulder, gets some good meters. Ireland wanting the turnover, not getting it, and Jones can get the ball away now. It's De Vera. And Lynn is going to be in trouble there, the captain. Deliberate knock on. And referee straight to the pocket. Second yellow card in as many weeks, and that one was pretty clear cut for the referee.
Yeah, it really was. And I was speaking to Briggs, the coach, just before the game, and she said at times last week she was pulling her hair out with some of the choices that some of the players were making around that discipline, and has tried to articulate why you don't need to do that. So to see a yellow card now 20 minutes in a situation where once again you didn't need to do that, there were plenty of Irish bodies there in defence. It was going to be very frustrating for an Irish management point of view.
Oh, that line out is going to be equally frustrating from a Welsh perspective. Straight over the top and into Irish hands. The kick from Hannah Marshall was absolutely on the money. Perfectly placed 5 metres out. O'Sullivan Sexton chips over to Corrigan, who cuts back in field. starts racing up to that 10-metre line. One of a number of players in this Irish side have got full international caps. She was actually their top try scorer in the 2024 Six Nations. And that one was for Foley to chase. But Evans tidies it up well, but not well enough when Jemima Adams-Verling is lurking for the turnover. Ireland are blessed with that back row, really, aren't they, Philippa? You look at the international senior level of Hogan, King, Wafer. You got this group below them, Kelly, Quinn, Adams-Verling. They are in rude health.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so brilliant for this 20s to see those senior women's players, especially Aoife Wafer, Six Nations player of the tournament last season, the season before, named in World Rugby's Dream Team, and you still feel like there's so much more to come from her.
Scary prospect, isn't it, to have this many back rows under the age of 23 that are going to be coming through for Ireland in the next couple of years. Again, though, the line out isn't quite working. Not straight. And you can see Nisha Smith, her first start of this tournament, a little bit frustrated there, not quite on the same wavelength yet with Emma Dunnican.
Green one, can I see your shoulder? Thank you. Coach! Bye! Sit!
Well scrum. And there is going to be space with a penalty advantage coming with Lynn in the bin. De Vera out the back to Marshall. Beautifully floated past to Williams. Tackle had to be made by Onig Bodie, and it was. Isaac carries hard. Jones half charge down. Will come back for that penalty at the scrum. Well, Wales said it was an area they wanted to target pre-match. And they've certainly targeted there, getting that penalty and a chance to now kick back into that Irish territory. Marshall clears that one down the field. Great take out the back for Wales, and Marshall gets the ball on in midfield to a rampaging back row. But Wales then penalised. Cook, the guilty party, in at the side, and an easy out now for O'Sullivan Sexton. Decent nudge from the fly half, and that's going to be really frustrating for Wales. It's a great routine at the back of the line out, and then just a simple error, really, and that's what it is, coming in at the side at that breakdown. You can see that, it's clear as day.
Yeah, she's completely got her timing wrong there. I mean, look, great work rate. She's working really hard to try and get there, but you've got to be sure with your entrance.
Ireland with a little quick one to the front to Kelly. Then they ask Marv to put the work in midfield. O'Sullivan Sexton gets the ball on to Quinn. Try scorer Burns offering herself up, making good meters. Foley on that far side, looking for work, but she's lost the ball. Great turnover for Wales, and Terry is able to come away with it, and De Vera now cutting back into space, wiggling her way through the would-be tacklers. And then the knock on from James. With a little bit of time off, I suspect, with Wakely down receiving some treatment in the backfield. That breakdown has been an absolute mess for both teams, hasn't it? But I think actually it's testament to the work that both of them are putting in off the ball.
Yeah, they are both really trying to hustle it. I think both teams realise the threat in attack if they get quick ball. So I think the message for both sides has been get extra bodies in there, try and slow things down.
And here's Jenna De Vera, that little show and go and the feint and the footwork. A player that has been hugely impressive already in her young career and is going to be for years to come. Sean Lynn, Lisa Burgess has been saying it's about getting exposure for these young players at under-21s, at seniors, and a player like Jenna De Vera, Wales have got something special there for the future and for the now.
Yeah, absolutely. Captained at under-18s, and to be fair, I think she probably would have had a cap a little bit sooner, but she's been very unlucky with injuries. But fingers crossed she can stay fit and healthy now. She's going well in PWR, Bristol Bears, and transferring that through now to the age grade, and hopefully the seniors maybe later this year as well.
I think that's the other thing with this under-21s competition as well, isn't it? You're allowed a number of under-23s players a couple of years older to get some exposure into them to help with that step up as well. A couple of the players on the field today, that doesn't look too good for Molly Wakely, does it? Sadly to see, but a number of players able to step up as Wakely is helped from the field, and Chanel Williams comes on in her place.
That's Keris Hale there, just cuddling her, I presume her baby. I might be starting a vicious rumour, I'm not quite sure, I presume it is hers, but yeah, Keris Hale, back row player for Wales, Dragons through and through, works with the community rugby now as well.
Plenty of legends of the game here today.
Oh, and Eleanor Snowsill there as well, in the cream jacket, coach for the under-18s.
All that experience, all of that knowledge that Wales are going to be looking to utilise. Adams-Verling carries forwards, and Marr gets the tip on again to Quinn. Ireland using that tip to great effect. Smith gets it out, ball is fizzed wide to Foley, but it's been fizzed forwards. And a let-off again for Wales, and Ireland again, and I feel like we've said this a lot in the opening 25 minutes, guilty of overplaying a phase or two early.
Yeah, we haven't actually got the stats board here, but I think the handling errors from an Irish perspective would be quite damning at the moment. Like you say, you've got to admire their ambition to play, but they seem to be the sort of orchestrators of their own worst enemy at the moment.
It's been a bit of a stop-start game, hasn't it? There's still players down receiving treatment for Ireland this time. Only 2 tries, but it's been so attritional. Both of these sides wanting to carry that momentum from last week forward. Marr is back on her feet.
Still a bit. Over 10 minutes. Comes back on. Touch! Keep your head straight. 5! 6!
Pressure coming on. De Vera again at first receiver. Lovely ball out the back from Tudor, and Evans fancies a run on that far side, gets the ball away to Webster. 2 wingers in perfect tandem. Hopkins bludgeons her way forward now. Penalty advantage coming again. Isaac up to that 22. Marshall, Pearce wanted that ball, hit the line at pace. Defence was rock solid, and we'll come back for the penalty. Endeavour again from Wales, and we were talking about handling errors. Wales, they've got rid of those jitters from the first 5 minutes, and it's now been really crisp.
Yeah, it certainly has. You really feel like they're building something here. Lovely mixture of play, getting out into their wider channels, but the importance of the recycling, so players following, securing that ball, making sure that they can capitalise on that momentum by playing the next phase as quickly as possible.
Another perfect kick. Line out.
Backwards.
Doesn't quite connect though. It has gone backwards at least. And Pearce has been able to tidy that one up. Terry carries forwards, but there's a welcoming committee there to force her backwards. Isaac tips it on to Davies. But Ireland fighting hard, getting the turnover. And Sally Kelly is there to dig her side out of danger. And look at the way they're springing about there. That is a huge energy switch from Wales to Ireland. That's a big moment.
That really is a big moment, especially when you've been a bit concerned about your discipline, especially in that area. To get that pin on, that's just a fantastic way to present a really positive image to the referee and relieve a huge amount of pressure.
Safety first with the kick as Lucia Lynn returns to the field. Ireland have navigated that yellow card period well. Kelly takes that one at the front and quick ball.
It's on the body.
Lynn gets the carry there, and Mark the next to have a go. Or again, the handling from Ireland isn't crisp, and O'Sullivan Sexton has to tidy that one up. Murphy pulled down by a combination of De Vera and Hopkins. Burns. There's another Welsh player stricken on the floor, receiving treatment in the backfield. Ireland playing on for now. O'Sullivan Sexton juggles that one. Lynn shows and goes herself and breaks free into midfield. Kicks in behind. Not too much weight on that though, and Williams is able to counter. That's gone backwards. And Evans and Foley, oh, that's a bit of a scrap there. Foley eventually manages to get her to ground. Good contest between the two wingers. And then Elizabeth Cook with the turn of speed and the offload to Crystal James. Ireland slowing the ball down. De Vera, oh, what a pass that is out wide. Isaac again with the check inside, backing herself, backing her speed, inside ball to Sian Jones, and Wales have scored an absolute ripper of a try to retake the lead.
Wow, what a try, what a team try from Wales. Brilliant ambition, it all came from the outside backs, but then it was the subtlety of the dummy and the show and go from the Welsh flanker, and then the support play as well. This is a coach's dream. Look at that, time on the ball from Jenna De Vere, doesn't panic, picks off the right pass. Here we see the dummy, the show and go. But then this would never come to anything unless the follow-up is there. Sian Jones running what we call that cheat line, cutting across the field, getting as close as possible.
The conversion, I'm going to show you a dangerous clear out by one green, okay? So after the conversion.
Conversion is good from Hannah Marshall. Wales 12-7 ahead, but we are going to have a TMO intervention here.
Dangerous clear out by Ireland 1 on the Wales player.
It's a dangerous clear out from Ella Burns on the Welsh player that has remained stricken, and the stretcher has come out for her. So we hope that she is all good. Let's have a look at this replay again of that try. The turn of speed from Lucy Isaac, quite incredible, and then the awareness to get that inside pass. Sian Jones tracking like all good scrum halves should, but that's wonderful play.
Okay,
and let's listen in now to our referee and TMO.
see that as a rolling around her leg.
Actually, Jan, just give me 2 seconds here.
Okay, good.
Referee asking the ARs to come in and have a look at this one as well, trying to get some clear pictures. You can see here it's this clear out from Ella Burns that they are looking at. It's Lily Terry
Okay.
who's down.
So it's just the actions of 6 green here.
Yeah.
But 6 green we're looking at now, Sally Kelly.
Is it the kick in the face or the...
No, so we're just looking at how she targets the lower limb here potentially by 1.
Okay.
But it's just for the injury, just as...
Because I don't see that as foul play.
Okay, Jan, I actually agree now in review. It's the other leg, so just stick with on field just with a try and no foul play.
Okay.
Right,
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
So we've got there in the end. They were looking at targeting of the lower limb by Ella Burns. There's a warm round of applause for Lily Terry as she makes her way off the field. We hope that she is okay. But let's just listen to the explanation here from our referee to the 2 captains.
But it's no foul play. The cleanup was good for me. So no foul play. We'll stick with the try and pick it off. Thank you.
So no foul play, try stood, which we knew. And Ella Burns, Sally Kelly staying on for Ireland. 12-7 they trail Wales.
What is going on?
Kiara Pearce makes her way on to replace the stricken Terry. That's a knock-on from the restart. It will be a scrum for Ireland. Philippa, there was a little bit of confusion there, the TMO coming in. Eventually changed his mind, didn't think there was any foul play there either. How did you read that one?
Well, first of all, it didn't look great, did it? I mean, certainly the Welsh player did fall awkwardly, and it's whether one of the Irish players did anything to encourage that awkward fall. Referee deemed that although Irish players ended up on top of the Welsh player, they didn't do anything that specifically targeted the lower limb, and that's where the issue of whether it would have been a card or not would have occurred. You cannot target lower limbs, you cannot fall on them, but it is rugby, and sometimes, with no fault of your own, you can end up on top of players.
A rugby incident,
Release now. Tackle complete.
a nasty looking rugby incident for Lily Terry, and we hope that she is okay and send her all of the best. But her teammates are going to have to be on their defensive duty here as Ireland look to hit back instantly once again. Quinn with the carry. O'Sullivan Sexton out the back to Murphy. Pins her ears back, goes herself, pulled down to ground by Tudor. Lynn gets the ball to Burns.
Stick.
Good clear out from Kelly on Cook. O'Sullivan Sexton or player and ball on Ailish Quinn. She still manages to make metres. Here come Ireland again. Smith the next to have a go. And now they spin it wide. There's space if they want it. Over it goes to Katie Corrigan. But it's gone forwards on the final pass. We'll come back for the penalty. Corrigan thought she was in for her 4th try of the tournament there. The pass just flying forwards off of the fingertips of O'Sullivan Sexton.
Go.
Ireland going quickly. Quinn met well there by the Welsh defence, but now Ireland surging forwards once again. Hopkins is there trying to slow things down.
Hold the line. Hold the line.
O'Flynn having a look, ball spun wide, back through 1, Wales think they've held it up, they have. See who's getting up there, Jenna De Vera was under that, but it looks like it's Alor Pearce that's getting the round of applause. That is some superb defensive work under a huge amount of pressure.
Huge amount of pressure, absolutely. Really composed defence there from Wales, and not to infringe as well.
Hold behind.
Marshall, oh, she sliced that one, but it's worked out well enough. Foley isn't going to want to see that one again. Puts her head into her hands momentarily, almost inadvertently bounced that one forwards like a basketball. You can see the replay here.
Captain.
Ireland looking to go to that pick and go game that we see so frequently from them at age grade, at senior level, spinning it around and then second row pair there in perfect tandem. Davies with the tackle, Pearce getting her body underneath.
It's going to be taken back.
And the referee just confirming to Wales. The scrum is just outside of the 22, so it will be carried back. So they can't go directly to touch from the clearance kick. Ball out to Marshall. Oh, the ball in behind wasn't that good. Corrigan picks it up. Ireland were most alive to the danger, and now Corrigan somehow finding space on that far side. Staying in play. Lynn, the next to have a go. Picked up by O'Flynn. Ireland were denied seconds ago.
Hold the line.
Can they now hit back again? They're looking, they're scoring. Ireland level it up. Jemima Adams-Verling, her third try in as many games. And they punish that Welsh handling error.
That's so frustrating from a Welsh point of view. They worked so hard to negate that last attack. With a couple of minutes before half-time, you thought they could breathe sort of a sigh of relief, but this Irish team, I think that almost like the frustrations that they've had through this first half are really starting to come through now, but they're starting to click with their attack. They're sort of channeling it really well. And getting a try like that just before the half is huge now. They go in, at the moment, they'll be going in tied. That's a very different conversation than when you're going in down.
It certainly is a difficult conversion for O'Sullivan Sexton.
10 seconds.
Keeps it low with the strike, doesn't quite have the distance. So we're level at 12 apiece with just a few minutes left of the first half. A quick reminder, our scoreboard, our timing screen is not fully synced up to the referee. It's pretty close, but we might be out by a few seconds or so, so our referee's decision will be final on the half. Marshall. Oh, that one is on the money for De Vera to chase. It's gone through the breadbasket, but it's not touched any hands from either side. So both teams could compete, but then again, Sally Kelly is there with the turnover machine for Ireland.
That was brilliant work from the back rower. Timing absolutely spot on, and stayed strong as well. Really showed the referee, especially sideline referee, a clear picture that she was in control of her own body and she was on that ball.
Only the third turnover of this game for Ireland. Sally Kelly has got 2 of them. Doing some sterling work in that back row. That line out wasn't straight again. Wales are going to have a great attacking platform here. Philippa, what do you think it is? It's the third time we've seen it now. Is it the connection? Is it the jumper? Is it the thrower? Is it just a combination of everything?
I think it's a bit of a combination, because the hooker seems to be waiting. She's being patient. She's not rushing it. She's waiting for the cues, but then whether the message is, the organisation just isn't quite there at the moment.
I think a reminder as well, this is a new combination for Ireland. Emma Duncan of Bohemians and Leinster, Nisha Smith into the second row, Belvedere and Leinster as well. So they've played together provincially, but a first time in international under-21s colours. As Marshall just dinks that one in behind, invites the chase. Onigbodi does well though to tidy up and carry forwards. There is Smith waiting for the ball. Earned her right to start this week with a performance off the bench against England. Starts in place of Aveen McGrath. Lucia Lynn, Murphy fizzes that one on. That one's gone forwards, head in hands again. And that is the half. A few seconds early on our clock, but it's tantalisingly poised at 12 points apiece. Gwennon Hopkins just checking a couple of things with the referee as she makes her way off, but plenty of pondering for both sides at the break, Philippa, and plenty of things to ponder for Niamh Briggs, who's right beside us, about to go down and speak to her team, and for Lisa Burgess, who has made her way down from the other side of the main stand. There are the teams heading off back into the sheds. Scrappy, I think, that first half, probably fair to say. What have you made of it?
Yeah, scrappy at times, but great attacking ambition from both teams, showing some real flair. But equally, I think Ireland will go in probably feeling the most frustrated. I think they've created the most, they've looked the most threatening at times, but just haven't managed to stick it together. But from a Welsh perspective, that defence has been absolutely fantastic.
That defensive set, as you said, Lisa Burgess is going to be so happy with that. We'll have a quick look at a couple of the replays from the scores of the first half. This was the opening try, and the TMO wanted to get involved, didn't he, to see if Wales had scored a phase earlier, but it didn't matter with that wonderfully fizzed ball from Hannah Marshall out to Amy Williams. See another angle here. Corrigan had just cut slightly in, and that was what gave the opportunity for Wales. But Ireland hit back pretty much instantly in the end. Ella Burns taking her time, powering over from close range. But this was the pick of the tries, Philippa. You raved about it on commentary. Talk us through it again. This was an absolute peach.
It was so good because it's a teamwork try. You know, you can also see that there is attacking phase sort of organisation there, with the flanker being in an outside pod outside the centres. But it was a bit of individual brilliance as well. And the support play, like I say, from Sian Jones, running that sort of cheat line, just constantly running at an angle behind the line of play. But this dummy is beautiful. Absolutely sold the Irish defender.
It's so good, isn't it? And actually what I love here is you can see Lucy Isaac was slowing down to make sure that pass was good, and she drew the last defender. And Wales, they were in control, but gave away the ball, and Ireland were able to hit back again right towards the end of the half. Jemima Adams-Verling powering over. And Wales, well, they've had 39% possession, they've had 45% territory, but they find themselves level. Lisa Burgess is going to be really happy with that, but as you said, Philippa, lots of things that are going to be small fix-ups for them, and they're going to be right with it for the second half yet again. So we'll see what both sides can do in that second period. Excited to see how it goes. It's tantalisingly poised here, 12 apiece, and Philippa and I will be back with you shortly for the second half.
no idea you stood there for a stroll here in the corner. I think it was the block, but it was just a massive problem.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you keep on seeing it,
Just forward to the point on the social. Even that's a strength and conditioning coach because they were here doing it. Somebody in green. Okay.
that's it.
Half-time messages passed on as Wales make their way back onto the field. And here come Ireland back on to the field, tantalisingly poised at 12 apiece. You may have seen those two replacement numbers 16 and 19 on for Wales. Injuries in the first half to Molly Wakely and Lily Terry, and we wish them well. Chanel Williams, Ciara Pearce on in their places. "40 minutes left then for these two sides. Couldn't be separated in the opening half.
Captain, ready? Good.
Will someone be able to pull away in the second 40? Ireland get us back underway, switch the play. Cook is alive to that danger, tidies it up for her side nicely, and Hopkins out the back to Marshall. De Vera. Nice ball again.
Did that come off the hand? Okay, knock on in the tackle.
Williams tidies up, a knock-on advantage as Ireland again look to make a mess of that breakdown. Hopkins.
Take it back. Hold in front. Advantage over.
That one's cleared long. Oh, a bit of a awkward bounce for Onigbodi. And then a knock-on from a frustrated O'Sullivan Sexton. With Smith down in the backfield. You may also see number 23 on your screens. That's Caris Hughes, who's come on to the field.
Ugly bounce initially, wasn't it? And then tried to recover. Pass just not good enough, not enough on it, just died at the player's feet, and that's a really easy territorial game for Wales.
Just waiting for Nisha Smith in that backfield. Stretching out. Her leg, if she is unable to continue, you would expect A.V. McGrath to be the player to come on for her. Started both games previously in this tournament on the bench for the first time today. You can see her there receiving some treatment to that left leg. Referee just heading over to see how she is, what state she is in.
Gianna, just with the injury, there's no foul play. It's her own player.
Thank you.
And again, very stop-start.
Oh, she's fine.
And they are going to need to make that change by the looks of things. Nisha Smith walking off.
Good.
And we're just checking if Ireland are making that change in the back. They are. It will be A.V. McGrath who comes on to the field. She was warming up in the background of your screen, so she's just trotted on from behind the post straight into the scrum. Sad way for Nisha Smith's first start of this competition to end.
Yeah, she didn't look comfortable there at all. And good on her for making the decisions. I think that was a joint decision for her to come off there. You've got long careers ahead of you. Protect your body. You've got to learn to be able to take it to hell and back, but when it needs it, when it tells you it's not right, you've got to listen.
Set!
Scrum time then for Wales with a perfect attacking platform. And they spin it back to this short side. De Vera, the wrap round to Jones. Ah, pass just in front of Williams, goes into touch. Slightly forlorn, frustrated look there from Sian Jones. She knows that was an opportunity. But with the way this Irish line-out has been going, Philippa, there's a chance to put the pressure straight back on if you're a Welsh player.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what messages were at half-time, if anything's going to change.
Dunicum. Much better that time from I was going to say much better from Ireland. It was at line-out time. Transition out to the backs wasn't as crisp as they would have wanted. But they have managed to tidy things up now through Kelly in midfield. O'Sullivan Sexton. Lynn bobbles it, holds on to it, gets it away nicely. Foley on that far side. Eventually pulled to ground. Quinn. Big carry from the back row. Marr arriving at pace, gets the offload away to Adams-Verling. Isolated, but support gets there quickly. Lynn, it's gone backwards. She's able to get that away to O'Sullivan Sexton. Murphy steps in at first receiver. Adams-Verling gets the ball on. Offloading game is good, and Adams-Verling back into the backfield, racing clear. Covering defence from Wales is good. Ireland now looking to increase the pace again. Quinn goes herself. There were numbers there, but Ireland still have possession. They're now looking to keep it tight. Big carry coming forward. McGrath is there in support. Ireland again with that pick and go game. Burns is waiting for it. Fancies a second try. Not going to get it that time. Defence is good again, and Ireland now fizz it to the left-hand side. Pass isn't as crisp as it would have wanted, but Emily Foley gobbles that one up. Great finish under pressure, takes the ball behind her back, steps inside, and Ireland hit the front.
Brilliant work there from Ireland. I think they could have gone one phase earlier to that outside edge, but unfortunately Quinn took it in the direct approach. But with patience, they recycled that ball, they got it back, and eventually exposed that space on the outside.
See this replay here. They were looking for that pick and go game. And then fair play there to Eva Kelly. The speed to get that ball to the blind side. It was a really good take actually under pressure from Foley. And Onig Bodie was there to help her over the line.
10 seconds.
Conversion unsuccessful, but Ireland 17-12 up. And changes for Ireland to Sarah Delaney coming on at hooker. As O'Sullivan Sexton races back into position. And Wales get us back underway. There's McGrath. The Munster woman on the bench, and another change you can see there, Shifra Hessian making her way on at scrum half, but the ball has been lost forward on the floor. Opportunity now for Wales to try and launch something again. And that's now the 9th handling error of this contest for Ireland. It's starting to mount up. Wales have made 5 handling errors of their own, but it's giving this Welsh side opportunities, and they are looking dangerous in broken field.
Yeah, they certainly are, and it's where they're giving them opportunities as well. I mean, this is a fantastic attacking part of the field to play from.
Sally, you're out early. Let's get up.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get out space. Better shoulder, please. Shoulder.
It's confirmation that change for Ireland was Tenny Onigbodi leaving us. Ellie O'Sullivan Sexton moving back to fullback, where she was against England last weekend. And Shifra Hessian coming into that 10 role. So a bit of a reshuffle in the back line for Ireland.
Fine.
No, let's go, Roche.
Sit.
1, 2, 3.
And Hopkins gets that one away from the base, goes herself, makes good meters. Jones, passing lane was blocked, so head down, goes herself.
Number 3. Number 3.
Pierce the next.
Number 3.
And that's why the
Offside.
passing lane was blocked. Roisin Maher was offside.
Offside. Number 3.
And
Nice
Marshall
forward.
to be able to send this one. As she does, up into that Irish 22. And just a quick look at the replay here, talking about Sian Jones spotting the passing lane being blocked. And there was a knock-on that came there as well, but Roisin Maher had strayed offside. Good line-out routine from Wales. It's off the top ball. Marshall.
Release now. Tackle complete.
Gets the ball away.
Release.
And Wales fighting to get knee to ground to complete the tackle, which they do. De Vera goes herself. James has a look. Delaney is hunting for the turnover. Not going to get it. And now the switch around from Ireland. Oh.
Advantage.
Ireland hunting Wales with that switch around. The Wales continuing to come forward and ask questions. De Vera fizzes that one to Hughes. Going backwards here. Pierce goes herself, pulled to ground by McGrath. And Jones kicks in behind. It was a knock-on advantage. The knock-on advantage has now gone, but Wales have still got the ball back. And Sian Jones just casually saying, "Can I have the pen, please?" Gets it.
Yeah.
And let's just listen to what our referee has to say to the Irish captain and to the assistant referee.
Was it a deliberate action?
It was single-hand deliberate action.
Okay, good. Number 9. 122. Number 9.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Deliberate action.
So, a deliberate knock-on. Second one of those we've seen from
So
Ireland.
Gianna, your mark is 24
Eva Kelly
metres
is gonna
into
be
the
off for
field
the
of play,
next
and
10
24
minutes.
metres from the try line and 5 metres further in from the 15. Okay?
Roundabout, yeah?
Marshall.
No, so I need you to come
Has
20
kicked that
metres
one
further
from
into
the
the field
wrong
of
mark, so
play.
she's
So
gonna
it's
have
not
to go
close to the
back and have
touchline,
another
it's further into the field
go
of
at
play.
that one, but Philippa again.
Yeah.
It's a needless penalty that Ireland don't need to give away. They've just earned themselves
Keep
the lead.
keep coming into the
And
field of
they've now
play.
given Wales this position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies,
Their
ladies,
defence
I'm
was
just
doing
looking
so
for-
well,
Marks
was
there,
just
Gianna.
staying on their feet and really pushing Wales back. They had that couple of attacking sets, Wales, where they ended up sort of much further back than where they started from, and that was just from good line speed and pressure. So, yeah, that was a reckless penalty to give away, and all that good work that Ireland did in defence has now been negated, and Wales have a fantastic attacking opportunity here.
They certainly do. Hannah Marshall may have taken the first one from the wrong mark, but she's kicking like a dream out of hand. Perfect opportunity here, and it's a switch play, looking to change the direction and the angle for them all. They're now surging forward, scoring! It's Gwennon Hopkins, it's a captain's knock. Wales are level again, and it's a little bit of intricacy, a little bit of magic from the pack, and they've got their third of the afternoon.
This game is so tight. It's really difficult to call how this is going to pan out. You just feel that momentum is just changing constantly between the teams. But credit to Wales with the little ball they've had when they have got into an opportunity to strike. They're being really clinical with it.
38% possession so far, 45% territory, and they're level
All
with a
clear,
kick
Gianna.
to put themselves into the lead. It's been a real backs against the wall showing from Lisa Burgess' side. Marshall lines this one up. Not quite got the accuracy in the angle with 17 apiece. Wales making some further changes. Crystal James, Elizabeth Cook, first starts of this tournament. They'll be really impressed with their body of work. They are leaving us for Catherine Baverstock and Ellen Jones. You also see down there Kendall Wadby has made her way onto the field wearing 20. Loughborough Lightning's Kendall Wadby, her first appearance for Wales under-21s. And that's a contestable one. And O'Sullivan, Sexton was back there, but it was Foley who took it and somehow wriggled her way out of that one. Flat pass to McGrath, lovely offload. Lynn picks it up now. Ireland starting to cook, get into the 22, but Wales pouncing, want the turnover, not getting it. McGrath with the show and go, the offload inside to O'Sullivan, Sexton.
Use it!
And now the referee tells them to use it, slowing things down. Delaney latches on. O'Flynn is there. Good carry, but Ireland still 5 metres out. Content and happy right now to keep this tight game going. Inching closer. Kelly has her hands on the ball. O'Sullivan, Sexton to Lynn. Advantage coming Ireland's way.
She's in the way.
It's a free play here.
Use it.
Still the pick and go game from Ireland. Marr is the next to have a go. O'Sullivan, Sexton with the advantage. Crossfield kick. Foley unable to take it under pressure. Will come back for the penalty. Well, if there's an opportunity to try that crossfield, it's when you've got penalty advantage. Foley very nearly got her hands to that, but great defence from Evans.
Really good competition in the air for that one. Like you said, they had the penalty advantage, so why not take a shot?
They're taking that penalty advantage quickly. Marr going.
Short.
Referee having a good look. Short the call.
Hold the line, Wales. Advantage offside.
Another advantage coming. Ball being spun wide again. Murphy still powering forwards. Has she got that one down? No, held up. She's insisting that she managed to get that ball down, but the referee
Captain.
happy to control things and just calling the captain over.
Captain.
Gwennon Hopkins has left the field.
Number 9. We need to clean up on the offside. Make sure your team stays clear, please. Please, quickly.
So Sian Jones taking over as captain now and being asked to relay that message to her side. Too many penalties. One more, and you feel like our referee might start looking towards that pocket and that yellow card.
Time's back on.
Marr goes again, crashes forwards, held up yet again by Wales. Ciara Pearce take a bow, second time in this contest that Wales have denied Ireland. First half it was Alor Pearce, now it's Ciara Pearce.
Are you sure?
And that is genuine world-class defence.
Sometimes it's a good tactic when you know they're coming hard and direct like that to actually just take it and put your body underneath it.
Oh, a little bit of chaos in the backfield. It was charged down from the goal line dropout whilst we were looking at that replay. Niamh Briggs believed that Wales had gone offside. Doesn't matter though, because Ireland have got possession back. Helter-skelter stuff here at the Centre of Sporting Excellence. O'Flynn. Ireland now seeing the crossfield opportunity. Out to Foley. Checks, goes herself, cuts back inside. Webster pulls her to ground, and now Pearce is in there trying to hold this one up. She has done incredibly well there, Alor Pearce, again to hold the ball up, force the turnover. Wales, with their clinging on by their fingertips, they're not making it easy for themselves, are they, Philippa? But they are just just surviving.
Yeah, absolutely. The pressure they put themselves under without clearing their lines. I mean, credit to Ireland for pouncing on it, always putting on pressure, trying to pin them back. There you go, you just see the charge down there.
And you can see what can politely be described as the chaos that ensued after that one. With Eva Kelly having seen yellow, Ellie O'Sullivan-Sexton has had to step in to that scrum half berth. Good scrum by Wales, picked up at the base. And it's been touched. So everybody is able to come forwards at pace, and Corrigan had to have some twinkle toes there to keep the ball in play first of all. Ball is on now here though for Ireland, and Adams Verling pulled to ground by Isaac. Lynn met hard by Jones. Ball's gone backwards there, and Murphy, not many options, stopping and going, head down and goes to ground. Quinn. Strong Welsh defence thus far. That's a big carry from Sarah Delaney. Marr still going. The tight head, but Wales have got the turnover. And De Vera is wrapped up, player and ball, under pressure from Corrigan.
Number 14.
And then Corrigan is then penalised for going high. That's a call that's coming from the assistant referee. So Wales got a chance to clear their lines, as you can hear there Lucia Lynn just asking if they were going to check the contact on Sally Kelly. Referee reminding her that our TMO is scanning everything in the background. Wales are living dangerously though, Philippa. It's great to throw caution to the wind, but if it wasn't for that high tackle from Corrigan, they were under so much pressure.
Yeah, quite often when you get a quick turnover like that or a steal of the ball, you're encouraged 2 passes away, and the reason being that quite often if a team is attacking, they tend to cluster quite close. So if you can just do 2 passes away, you're more likely to be coming up against a bit of space and a bit more of a disorganised defensive line. But equally, you've got to make sure you've got players with you, and Jenny De Vera is very much on her own then.
Marshall, time back on, has missed touch, and Corrigan manages to keep the ball alive. Burns hit hard. That is a wonderful shot that came in on the replacement. She's still going on the starting loose head prop, I should say. And Wales get the ball back, cannon that down the field, and Lynn has to go tracking back, using all of that speed and experience from playing on the 7 circuit for Ireland. Foley jinks her way out of the first, and then is tackled as she looked to make the kick. Ball lost forward, Wales possession. And Jones has seen an opportunity on that far side. Pearce has tidied up though. Loses the ball forwards and will come back. It's going to be a Wales scrum. Got a replay here. This was the adventure from Foley, and then the perfectly timed tackle, and those air kicks. You hate them as a player, don't you? But you just have to applaud the defence.
No, you really do. The hustle and the defence from the Welsh team there. And you kind of feel throughout this game that Ireland have made mistakes, but then they've scored quite quickly after. So they've kind of kept their momentum going. Whereas I think this has been the longest phase of play now, where we've seen mistakes from Ireland, but they haven't been able to make it good. And that's where you can see the momentum swing just going towards Wales.
Would have seen some more changes down there. Grania Burke on at loose head for Ireland. And Hannah Tudor leaving the field, number 13. Wales. They're going to get a penalty at the scrum. And Isla McMullen wearing 22 onto the field. Roisin Marr looked in a fair amount of discomfort down there. We are going to have a stoppage here. That's come from that scrum. Stretching that one out. She does look to be in a fair amount of discomfort. Still going with 60 minutes on the clock. It's been another really impressive display from Ireland's tight head. And whilst she receives treatment, you can see some of those Welsh senior players down there. There's Bethan Lewis in the background, Ciara Bevan and Kayleigh Powell in the foreground. Travelled back this morning and come straight down to show their support for the under-21s side. And that's Kelsey Jones that's down there as well, with the blonde hair you can see at the front of your screen. And as Marr makes her way off the field to be replaced by Alicia Flynn. We touched on it in the first half, didn't we, Philippa? But it's great for these under-21s players to see that those senior players have flown back this morning, made that effort to come down. It's one union developing and moving forwards.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to see the coaches there as well. Ellen Snowsill, Shuan Lillycrap, mostly involved with the 18s, but they dip into the 20s as well. That cohesion of play, of tactics, it's all flowing through now, which is brilliant. All, like you say, all age grades sort of working together for the greater good.
Williams goes to the tail, taken well in the air by Davies. A little off the top and a pop pass out to Pearce. Jones gets the ball away. Tip on to De Vera again, making metres. Jones to Baverstock. Bruising carry forwards from the replacement. Releases the ball, gets back to her feet, makes another metre or two. Jones. And now Sian Jones, the scrum half, keeps things moving to Pearce. Williams again having a look. Tackle complete, gets her knee to ground. And now Wales looking to fizz this one wide, out to Isaac. Cuts inside again, another big fend, another huge dummy, but that time the defence is alive to the danger. Here's Pearce again. Ball sent wide to Williams, backing herself on that far side. Gets the offload away to her fly half, and Davies carries forward again. There's Marshall. Fizzes that one wide, didn't look up to see that Williams had just stepped in field. Opportunity lost. Line out time for Ireland.
I think they worked that short side just one too many then. The first one was great, then they came back in field. I think they should have gone the same way, just forcing that edge.
Changes for Ireland down below us. Niamh Murphy leaving the action. Leah Irwin on for her. And Emily Foley on that far side making her way off. Chisholm Aguero coming on for her. Played in that first round game against Italy. Wasn't involved last week against England. Back into the fray for a crucial final quarter here against Wales. O'Sullivan Sexton clears long. And Ireland are back up to the full complement of 15 players. With Eva Kelly returning to the field after her yellow card. Message then from Baverstock to Williams. And it's come away into the hands of Isaac, who finds Pearce. Williams been with us from early in the first half after an unfortunate injury from Molly Wakely, put in a hell of a shift. penalty island at the breakdown. And who is that? It's Sally Kelly yet again with the turnover. She has been an immovable object at the breakdown.
Yeah, brilliant work rate. Bearing in mind she would have been involved in that line out. She's worked all the way around, getting herself into a position to try and jackal there in the outside edge.
And it's allowed Ireland to clear the pressure.
On the line.
Give themselves a decent little attacking opportunity here. Back into that Welsh half.
Just tell Six to open up, please.
There have been plenty of changes for Ireland. And there's a knock-on that's come in from Shifra Hessian. The ball wasn't clean down to Kelly. The pass wasn't clean either. And that's just frustrating from an Irish perspective, isn't it? You can see the pressure being put on by Wales, and then the pass just dying at the end as Hessian went to try and collect it.
Yeah, it was well read by the Welsh line-out, to be fair, to get a hand in there. Just caused enough disruption to disturb the line of play.
Poppy Garvey onto the field for Sally Kelly. It's now the 11th handling error of this contest for the women in green. They're at the lion's share of possession, the lion's share of territory, but penalties and handling errors have allowed Wales down into the 22, and when they've been there more often than not, they have taken the opportunities. And Lynn, that's the second deliberate knock-on. As far as the referee is concerned, Niamh Briggs, disconsolate next to us. Apoplectic, actually, I should say, that entire Irish coaching unit. We'll have a look at the replay. Got to be careful if the referee is seeing this as deliberate, because she's already had one. Can't really see too well from that angle. Ball kept in by Kelly, a second missed touch. Williams was there to put the pressure on, and Ireland are being hustled and harried at the breakdown. Garvey gets the ball away to Delaney.
No, 7. No.
These two sides still cannot be separated. As though Flynn is the next to have a go. Lynn. Lovely flat pass, and now an opportunity out wide. Hessian racing away, gets the offload away. Aguero racing through. Ireland's fault. They hit the front again. It's the bonus point score, and they've gone end to end in an instant. It's a huge moment in this contest. It's a wonderful finish from Chisholm Aguero. And could that be the defining moment? Look at the replay here. Lynn, wonderful pass. Flat ball from Hessian to Irwin. Hessian gets the ball back, and then it's a foot race at that point. The offload is good. And there's nothing you can beat from pure pace.
No, absolutely, and I think from an Irish perspective, when they were probably starting to feel like everything was going against them, to be able to flick a switch like that and expose that outside edge. Slightly speculative offload. I think the player got caught in two minds. Do I step her? Do I make the offload? In the end, she did a bit of both, but it didn't matter because it worked and they scored.
It did, and that is a massive conversion from the touchline by O'Sullivan Sexton. 24 plays 17. And there is a wall of vocal Irish support to our right that were lifting the noise and the intensity. The Welsh crowd responding in kind as Lily Hawkins makes her way on for Sian Jones. And Sian Jones gets a rapturous applause for what has been a fine, fine display at scrum half. There's Burke. Baverstock pulls her to ground. End over end, taken by Hughes. Big handoff, big fend, but then she loses the ball in contact. Ireland with the knock-on advantage. They're energised now on the field, in the stands. Niamh Briggs is screaming for the kick. And there's some afters on the floor. The assistant referee does well to step in, gets the players to all step away. In the meantime, on your screen now, Ireland are breaking free again until the pass to Aguero hits the floor. Advantage had gone.
Yeah, just
it's going to be a scrum for Wales. This game's coming alive in the final 10 minutes. TMO's not come in on anything here. We can see this is where the knock-on came from.
No worries.
You can see there, just looking up before the ball was in, two hands from Aguero. She'll be disappointed with that one.
You guys are really doing good at the scrums. Let's keep it up.
Nothing in it from that little scrap. There's Lisa Burgess on your screen. A penny for her thoughts right now. Her side have been so good. They're still right in this contest, but they find themselves 7 points down into those championship minutes.
Crouch. This hold. Bind. Set.
Great scrum from the Welsh pack. McMullen puts her head down and drives forwards. There's Baverstock. Gwalia Lightning. Been superb for them in the Celtic Challenge. It's been wonderful in the loose in the PWR for Tigers in recent weeks too. And Wales with De Vera now have seen some space. Lovely floated pass, and now it's a foot race. Kick in behind from Williams, but it's gone straight out on the full. Oh, she's frustrated with herself there. But that Irish defence on the edge is starting to creak a little bit. It's great hands. Philippa here, it's exactly the right option.
Island.
Just not quite the right accuracy.
Yeah, literally it was just a fall on the ball, wasn't it? Unfortunately came on the outside edge. She was, right idea. There were players on her, a tackle was going to be made. She wanted to keep that ball in and alive.
Delaney to throw. Wales nearly managed to get a hand to it. But Ireland survive, and Kelly, and the inside ball to Corrigan is wonderful. Pass to Lynn, and now it's a foot race for the victory. Lucia Lynn skates round under the sticks, and is that the full 5 points for Ireland? Wales have tested them throughout this contest, but 2 breakaway tries in 5 minutes look to have sealed this contest for Niamh Briggs' side.
But it's the manner of the tries as well, not just the fact that they were 2 very quickly scored. They were excellent execution, really well played there. The ball back inside, and once again that offloading supportive play. Well-deserved team try there for Ireland. When they can stick a pass, they look so good.
Wonderful work, and we praised Sian Jones, didn't we, for tracking on the inside for that Welsh try in the first half. Give Lucia Lynn her due praise there.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left on this conversion. Ellie O'Sullivan-Sexton wasn't happy with the ball she was given. She's got a new ball, managed to tee that one over. And Ireland now 14 points to the good. You sense that might be that as far as the contest is concerned.
Yeah, Wales have got a mountain to climb now, haven't they? Look, never say never. This team with very little possession, very little territory, has managed to keep themselves in this game. But with 5 minutes to go, they've got to throw everything at them now.
They do, and De Vera has won that back. If Wales have got an opportunity, they need to take it quickly.
They're doing everything right so far, and they've just won the penalty. Replacement scrum half wanted to go quickly, just being told in no uncertain terms, calm down, let's kick for the corner.
This one will be kicked into the 22 as deep as Cara Hughes can find it. It's not a bad one. Line out isn't the cleanest, but it's been tidied up by Hawkins. Marshall steps in at scrum half. Try for Wales will give them at least a try bonus point, and they are going to get another penalty. And there's a bit of a stoppage here as Wales look to kick this one into touch. Philippa, there's been plenty of huge performances from both sides today, but who's got the pick as player of the match?
Yeah, I've got to give a nod to both sides. I think Sian Jones for Wales has orchestrated and led that Welsh team really, really well. Kicking has been fantastic. But from Ireland, at times, yes, they've been amazing in attack, but their defence for me, and key, was the turnovers as well. And for me, for the back row for Ireland, Sally Kelly came away with some incredible turnovers at key moments that kept Ireland in the game.
So there is your player of the match, Sally Kelly, number 6 for Ireland. She's sitting over on the bench after a hugely impressive 65 minutes or so. And as Ireland look to try and make a mess of that and force the turnover, a knee breaks applauds to our right. You can see that Irish bench applauding as well, knowing that that is now that as far as the victory is concerned. Going to be a scrum for Ireland, but let's take a moment to praise this Welsh performance. I think Philippa as well. We'll talk through at the end of the match the key moments, the 2 wonderfully worked tries from Ireland that have won this game for them, but this performance from Wales has pretty much encapsulated this series for them, actually. Started off slowly, really grown into it, and developed and shown they're going to be real contenders and challengers moving forwards.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've really dealt with Ireland's physicality. I think they've capitalised when Ireland have been down very well. It was just more a case of they were always chasing Ireland. They could never get the dominance. They could never hold on to it long enough. And 2 moments of brilliance from Ireland there. Last stage of the game just killed it off. But plenty of positive signs from this Welsh team. Their attacking shape at times, their die-hard attitude in defence has been really admirable.
It's a free kick.
Certainly has. An early engagement at the free kick. At the scrum, I should say, sadly. Has given the free kick to Ireland, and they're just happy to cannon that into the backfield and force the chase. And Aguero wins that race and gets the ball back for her side. Great pace from the Bohemians and Munster woman. Poppy Garvey with the carry.
Forward.
Into the final minute on your screens. A reminder, our clock isn't fully synced up with our officials. It's pretty accurate. And you can hear the referee there saying we're actually a couple of seconds behind. That is going to be last play. So it's Ireland's victory. But Wales will be looking to have the final say here to try and get a 4th try and a try bonus point for their endeavours. Converted try would give them 2 points from this match, remember. It's a really good scrum. And McMullen picks it up, and now the break and the ball out to De Vera. She's looking for space, fizzes it wide, taken wonderfully by Hughes, gets it out to Williams. Now Williams pinning her ears back. Wales still with the ball in their hands. Marshall gets it on to Isaac. Pearce carries hard. Marshall has to juggle that one. McMullen tidies things up. Hawkins gets it away to Davies. Big carry, huge carry coming in from a standing start. Marshall to Baverstock to show the go. And that looks slightly high. Baverstock has released the ball and has got up and carried on. Pearce with the tip onto Pearce. And still, Wales hunting that fourth score. 5 metres out now through Isaac. Ireland looking to hold this one up. She's got knees to ground. Tackle is complete. Marshall. Oh, it spun wide and nobody was there. And O'Sullivan Sexton tidies it up. But Wales get the turnover again through De Vera.
No play.
She is not done yet. Her side are not done yet. Hunting that fourth try. Williams powers through a gap. Rouen stuff, but it works. Not rolling away. Penalty to Wales. Clock well into the red. You can hear the cries down there of let's go. Injecting some energy into this one. Pearce is going to tap and go. Surging forwards, doesn't want to get held up. Sadly, is going to be held up, and that is going to be that. It's Ireland's day in Wales. 31-17 victors over a valiant Welsh side. But Philippa, I know you're going to have to run down pitch side to speak to Niamh Briggs and Sally Kelly, our player of the match. A reflection on Wales first of all, and then on this Ireland side, the first Irish women's age group team to go 3 from 3 in a Six Nations series. They really are a coming force.
Yeah, 3 for 3 and scoring plenty of tries, and good tries at that as well. Yeah, Niamh Briggs can be incredibly proud of this young cohort of players that I no doubt will be gunning for the next World Cup, but they want to be in a senior jersey, not just a 20s jersey.
And a word on Lisa Burgess's Wales side as well. So much improvement from when we saw them in that first game against France, pushing this Ireland side all the way, and so many positives to build on again moving forwards.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to coach is how to deal with an arm wrestle. They dealt with it against Italy, and once again here they stayed in the fight with hardly any territory, any possession, but they stayed in the fight. Unlucky to lose out in the end, but a great battle between these two teams today.
A wonderful battle between the two sides. You can see the Welsh players consoling and congratulating each other on screen. Philippa, there's a little bit of a gaggle of people that I know you're going to have to fight your way through to get down pitch side. So I'm going to let you go and try your best to get through that melee so that you can get down pitch side and speak to Niamh Briggs and our player of the match, Sally Kelly. And whilst Philippa does that, I will take you through some of the action from what has been a gripping contest. This was the first try of the afternoon from Wales, and it was so well worked. Building the phases, and Amy Williams eventually finishing off out wide. A wonderful fizzed ball out, and if she wasn't able to finish it, Kelsey Webster was there in position instead.
Like in South Africa, that's an arsehole. I was like, what?
Keep seeing these replays here. This was how Ireland pulled their way back in to the contest with an Ella Burns try. And then this from Wales was an absolute beauty. De Vera with the pass over to Isaac. Wonderful turn of pace. Beautiful offload that came in at the end. The inside pass to Sian Jones. But what about that dummy to break free in the first place? And you can see here, pinning the ears back, and then the awareness to slow down, draw the final player and make that pass to Sian Jones. And then right towards the end of the first half, Ireland hit back to draw level at the break. There was a bit of slightly sloppy handling in midfield from Wales that was pounced upon by the Irish backs, and then their forwards kept it tight. Jemima Adams-Verling going over for the try. And that left us all square, 12 apiece at half-time. And then into the second half, Ireland hit the front. Composed finish from Emily Foley. Had to take that ball behind her, had to stop and check, but had the power to crash over. See here, lovely pass right flat on the gain line from O'Sullivan Sexton. And then that is a real poacher's finish from Foley. Wales, though, were not done yet. Clever play at the line out, switching the position of the maul. And it allowed them to go over for their third and what ended up being final try of the game through the skipper, Gwennon Hopkins. But with 20 minutes left, we were right in the midst of a gripping contest at 17 apiece. Ireland, though, cut loose with two wonderful tries in 5 minutes to seal this contest. This was the first one as Shifra Hessian racing free. Wasn't quite sure when to make the pass, but got it away eventually to Shiza Muguero to skate in. See this replay. Here, the offloading game from Ireland was beautiful. Irwin out to Hessian. And then the one-handed offload to Aguero.
Give the left. Give me left.
And then this one was the try that fully wrapped it up. The inside ball to Corrigan. The skipper Lucia Lynn on her right-hand shoulder to race clear and go under the sticks. So that's how it finished then, 31-17 to Ireland. And plenty of celebration. It's the first time ever at age grade level with the under-21s competition They have gone 3 from 3, 3 perfect bonus point wins. Fantastic victory over Italy, hugely comprehensive in the opening round. A comeback victory to seal a first ever victory over England at under-20s and 21s level. And then today they had to do it the hard way against Wales, but they came through in the end. Final round of the Under-21 Six Nations series. Here are the scores. Scotland, well, they staged a bit of a fight back against Italy, but it was too little too late. Sadly going down from a Scottish perspective, 34 points to 22. That was our game that we've had here. You can see in the middle, Ireland pulling away 31-17. And the latest score from Goldington Road is France 39, England 7. So France look like they are going to go 3 from 3 and finish this tournament on a high as well. But it's Ireland's day here today in Wales, and Philippa has managed to make her way down pitch side to get the thoughts of head coach Niamh Briggs and player of the match Sally Kelly.
Congratulations, Sally Kelly, player of the match. Couple of turnovers at key points. How'd that game go for you?
I think it went really well. I think we made it difficult for ourselves, but we really dug in as a team and showed what we could do.
Yeah, and it really seemed to change at half time. What were the messages in the changing room?
I think it was just to get back to our structure, to play our own game, not let them get in our heads, not to drop to their level, and stay positive.
Nice, okay. And I understand you've got plenty of words of wisdom in the camp. Anything you want to share today?
I don't know about that.
Putting you on the spot there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And Coach, I was not too far from you there. Some frustrations at times, but ultimately they came good for you at the end.
Yeah, massively. Look, we'd spoken a lot about this week around our discipline and making sure that we sit on the right side of the ref, and I don't know if we managed that balance today. It's hard at this level because you want them to go and play and you want to encourage as much as you can, but also they've got to learn, and this is why this competition is brilliant for these developing players. So yeah, I'm super proud of them, and that last defensive set to be able to hold a good Welsh team out was really cool for us, and yeah, just really excited for them.
And the first time in under-20s history that you've won all 3. That must make you feel incredibly proud.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. We'll take that, yeah. I know, look, they're a super group. I've been saying it from the very start, and the RFU have invested a lot. It's similar to Wales around the pathways and what that looks like, and we're really starting to see that come to fruition now. We're getting players that are coming into national squads that are ready for international rugby, which is amazing, and you can just push the programme a little bit more all the time. So yeah, look, as I said, I'm really proud of them, and I'll be listening to this now for another few months about the Player of the Match Awards.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Back to you.
Wonderful to hear the thoughts of Niamh Briggs and Sally Kelly. Kelly, a name that I think we will be hearing a lot more of in the future for Ireland. A hugely impressive performance from Wales here on their home turf. But it's Ireland's day, as it has been across this tournament. The green wave really is starting to come at age grade level. 3 from 3, 3 perfect bonus point victories for Ireland for the first ever time at age grade women's level. Thank you to Philippa for joining us today in co-commentary, and thank you to Philippa for getting those thoughts pitchside from the victorious team too. And a huge thank you to all of you that have been tuning in over the last month or so to watch all of the under-21s action. Whether you've been watching from Italy and France over to here to Wales, Scotland, England and Ireland, it has been fantastic to have your company. You've been seeing the stars of tomorrow showing what they can do week in, week out. It's been wonderful to have your company, and we do hope we will see you all again in the future. Congratulations to Ireland, and thank you to all of you for joining us today.